Hi, my name is Jordan Ross, and I am a business coach who works with entrepreneurs who are trying to scale their businesses from the 1 million to 15 million range to the 50 million range to 100 million range. Now, you might be curious and wondering, why is a business coach giving me a testimonial around one of my scholarship applicants? So that's a great question, and thanks for thinking that. I met Usama on LinkedIn within the last year on just general dialogue. He is an amazing human, such an amazing human, and the reason why I am before you today, right now as you view this, is because he's had such an amazing impact on me. When I think of an applicant for a scholarship looking to get a master's paid for, I think about a few areas, and Usama really exemplifies these areas in such a high capacity. And the first is education. If you're paying someone, if you're allowing someone to go to your university on a scholarship, are they truly going to maximize and capitalize on their education? Now, there's a great saying, never let your schooling get in the way of your education. And I think this applies so deeply to Usama. Usama is a lifelong learner. Every time we speak, he's always referencing a new video, lecture, training, book, something from a biblical verse, or something from the Quran, or something from the Old Testament, or something along the lines of he is always consuming knowledge and always sharing knowledge. And when you think of a student and a lifelong learner, that's exactly the type of person you want to be in your university. Are they truly going to consume, but also share? Because we all know that the worst thing that any of us always do as students is consume and forget. Usama consumes, digests, and then shares and teaches his lesson learned with others. I was speaking to him today on the phone, and he actually left our conversation with a quote from a scholar who I can't remember his name, but who does that? Seriously, who leaves a phone call with a friend, leaving them with a quote to ponder and think about? It left me smiling, and as a business owner for myself, it's exactly the type of person I want to be in network with. So after education comes service. That's my second thing. And Usama is constantly showing up, whether it's in an online platform of LinkedIn, in person in his community, or at his work in a service attitude. He is looking to be of value and to be a servant to others, looking to help them move forward in any capacity. He comes in with no expectations, no judgment, no ego, and he makes the other person feel valued. He makes them feel like you're listening. He is truly listening to you, but he's also contributing to your perspective. Now, think about a person in the classroom. When you think about a lecture, or you think about such amazing dialogues going on in graduate school, don't you want someone who is going to be stimulating for the other students? Don't you want someone who's going to be a leader because he's constantly serving the classroom, serving the greater good by contributing his own perspective because he's already gone out and learned, and now he's actually trying to share what he's saying? It's breathtaking. He articulates his wordings and his thoughts in such in such an amazing manner that he contributes so much value to your university, and you'd be lucky to have him. And the last thing I want to share with you about Usama's impact. There's one thing going out and going into the world with a service mentality, that servant leadership style. And there's another thing about impacting the life of a human being. Usama shared with me multiple stories of how he's impacted others. Whether it's in the business capacity that he's showing up as a professional, a friendship capacity, or even his stories from university when he was a student. When I ponder and when I think about what's the value worth to pay someone to come to my university, if this was me in your shoes, who's the type of person I want? And it comes down to those three things. They're a lifelong learner, they're going in to serve others, and they're going to make a big impact, both in their business capacity as a professional and also on their personal capacity as a student, a friend, a family member, and a community member. Usama is someone who you need to get to your university because he's going to go somewhere else if not. And he's going to make an amazing impact on his community, just like he's made in my life. Thank you, and good luck with your decision.